Good evening, and welcome to Hopkinton High School for tonight's varsity girls basketball game as the Medway Mustangs take on the Hopkinton Hillers. Hopkinton High School and the TVL is committed to the highest ideals of sportsmanship and establishing a healthy environment for interscholastic competition. Please make sure your behavior reflects respect towards everyone. And now for the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Mustangs. At guard, number 5, senior Amy Johnston. At guard, number 11, senior Katie Baumfim. At guard, number 12, junior Shannon Mahia. At forward, number 15, senior Callahan Catone. And at guard, number 34, senior Anna Longval. The Mustangs are coached by Megan Cohane, Caitlin Creed, and head coach Joe Iannone. And now for the hometown Hopkinton Hillers. At guard, number 11, senior Brooke Doherty. At guard, number 23, senior Lauren Cho. At guard, number 22, senior captain Kiki Fossbender. At forward, number 31, senior captain Carly Hedstrom. And at forward, number 33, senior captain Lexi Trendle. The Hillers are coached by Michaela Pucci, Kerry Chatton, and head coach Mike Greco. If you would now please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the Hopkinton High School Athletics Center. Tom Nappy on the call alongside Wally Henneberry for this TVL matchup between the 5-3 Hopkinton Hillers and the 10-2 Medway Mustangs. Both teams are on a 4-game winning streak, and one of those winning streaks will come to an end today. The question is, who will it be? This should be a great game tonight, Wally.
Yeah, both teams are coming in hot, which is good. One streak is going to fall. I think Hopkinton's come a long way since their 1-3 start, which is really nice to be 5-3 at this point.
It certainly is. They have turned things around after a rough start to the season, and they have put together wins over Bellingham, Norton, Holliston, and Millis in their last 4.
Yeah, really using their full court pressure defense really has kind of jump-started that whole thing.
It certainly has. Standing in the center circle, Lexi Trendle for Hopkinton, Amy Johnston for Medway. The Hillers will be working left to right across your screen for this first half. And we are underway in this TVL crossover matchup. Medway starts off with possession. Catone with the ball up top, feeds it over to Mija. And now it's tipped and taken away by Doherty. Doherty with a nice pass over to Fossbender. Off the glass and in.
Yeah, that's nice. I like the way they get the ball in the turnover and they look up and they have girls out there already running ahead. Again, here's the full court press.
Yep. Driving in, Baumfim along the short corner. Kicks it up top to Longval. Long two, got it.
Nice bucket. They gave her a 3 for that.
I thought her foot was on the line.
It may have been, but they gave it to her.
Cho trying to pass up court, has it deflected out of bounds. Well, Medway plays a very similar style of defense as the Hillers. They like the full court pressure as well. So it should be some quick moving action in this game tonight. Cho feeds it over to Fossbender. Fossbender back to Cho. Cho trying to feed it over to the corner, tipped out of bounds by a defender. As Shannon Mia got a hand on it. Brooke Doherty on the entry, 12 seconds left on the shot clock. And it's tipped out of bounds once again, this time off of Callahan-Catone. Doherty breaks it up. Cho driving in, up for the shot, off the window, no good. The battle for it, and Medway comes up with it, is able to collect as the captain, Amy Johnston. And now a 3-ball attempt, that's no good by Mija, and Fossbender has the loose ball.
It looks like Medway's pretty confident in a 3-point shooting where they just come out firing.
Cho over to Hedstrom, up for the hook shot, no good. Rebound Schrendel, back to Cho, jumper, no good. And Medway has it. Collected by Johnston, who takes it up court. Johnston trying to get past the defender, it's stripped away. Fossbender on a break, down the lane, off the window, no good. Oh, that would have been a nice finish.
Yeah, it was great for coast to coast, just going too fast when she laid it up.
A great steal there.
They really just ripped it away from her.
That's some quick hands. Mia trying to feed it over, and it's taken away. Doherty over to Fossbender. Fossbender around the defender, up, no good. Loose ball. Fossbender grabs the loose ball, puts up the J, count it.
That's a great job of sticking with your shot.
Hillers
It's their own rebound.
Yeah, aggressive early on are the Hillers. Already coming up with a couple big steals. Johnston feeds it over down the lane, off the window and in. Baumfim.
They were able to break the press there pretty well and get the ball to a cutter for a layup.
It's a 1-point game. I'm expecting a back and forth all night, back and forth game. Schrendel into Fossbender. Fossbender feeds it over. 3-ball is good. Brooke Doherty knocks it down. We have a hockey update from over at the Blackstone Valley Iceplex in Hopedale. After one period, Hopkinton leading Medway 1-0. We'll try to keep you updated on that game, which is streaming on our YouTube page as well as HCAM TV. And we have a steal from Schrendel. Schrendel trying to feed it over. Doherty and Cho, a little bit of a collision there. Hedstrom and Cho, rather. And it ends up out of bounds.
Yeah, they banged into each other, and then neither one could catch the pass.
Hedstrom having a nice laugh about it.
But great defense underneath.
Sometimes you got to laugh it off.
Yeah, it's not always going to be perfect.
Right. Long ball over to Johnston. Johnston gets it in over to Baumfim. Takes it out. Along the baseline, up, no good. And it's collected by Schrendel. Schrendel up to Fossbender. Over to Cho. Cho goes behind the back. Trying to work her way in. Feeds it over to Schrendel. It's tipped away. And now a battle for it. And Cho rips it out of the hands of a Mustang. Catone nearly had it, but Cho said, no, that's mine.
Yeah, they should have changed the shot. Oh, they did. They just changed the shot clock.
Hedstrom driving in. She's going to draw contact. Oh, no, charge, rather.
Ooh, an offensive foul.
Offensive charge on Hedstrom. That's the first foul by Hopkinton. First foul of the game by any team.
Both teams pretty aggressive here. I'd say Hopkinton is a little bit more aggressive. They really like to put a lot more pressure full court, even though Medway does the same, little less pressure, though.
And we have some body contact.
We got a blocking foul here.
Callahan-Catone draws the foul.
It's going to be on Doherty.
Doherty's first, team second. Katona senior. First of two, no good. Second of two, got it. Fossbender tries to get it over to Ionelli. It's stolen away as it goes off Ionelli's hand. Shot no good. Secondary shot is no good. And the Hillers get it back off the missed long ball shot. Rebound Trendle. Cho feeds it up to Doherty. Doherty underneath to Fossbender. Fossbender kicks it out. Ionelli for three. No good. Loose ball, and Medway has it. Collected by Johnson. Feeds it over to Mia. Mia driving in. No, can't finish. Trendle with the rebound. And it was stripped away out of Trendle, but unable to keep it in bounds was Johnston. It'll go Hiller's way.
Trendle's really done a nice job on the boards the last few games. She gets a tremendous amount of rebounds.
And Medway has just tied it up over at the hockey game. Hopkinton Medway, a great rivalry in all sports. They've played a lot of classic games. We have a steal here by Olivia Canary. Johnston with it. Johnson up for the shot. No. Trendle collects. Cho feeds it up to Fossbender. Back to Trendle. Down the lane. No, it falls out.
Too bad.
Johnston feeds it up to Mia. Mia for three. No good. Tipped in the air and pulled down by Trendle.
There's another rebound.
She has about five of them
already.
So
far, yeah.
Over to Cho for three. No, a little off the mark. Johnston gets it for Medway. Along the far side she goes. Over to the corner, driving in. And a nice finish by Olivia Canary. Fossbender kicks it out. Cho.
Both teams really getting aggressive on the offense, bringing the ball up. They want to get the ball up court before the full court press can establish itself.
Trendle now at the block, and it's knocked away and taken away as Copeland comes up with the loose ball. Here comes Mia. Over to Catone. Catone drives in.
Great drive.
10-7 Medway lead. Cho feeds it over Ionelli. Back out to Cho. And she's trying to get it over to Fossbender. Pass a bit off the mark. It'll be Medway ball.
Like I said, I think both teams are trying to be aggressive on offense and getting the ball up the court, so they don't want the press to take its effect on them. So they're really trying to beat the press up the court, which turning it into a track meet.
Yeah, it certainly is. Longvall. Surrounded by defenders, it's stolen away. Quick break off the window and no good as Hedstrom put back Fossbender, count it.
There's that trapping defense by Hopkinton. They don't mind when they get caught in a switch. They just double team the ball, and by and large, they take the ball away from them.
Longvall feeds it over, up
nice look
and
to the
in.
cutter.
Johnston, the captain, with her first bucket of the night. Cho feeds it over Ionelli. Back to Cho. Ionelli works it up to Fossbender. Now Hedstrom. Up for the shot. Count it.
Oh, that's a great play. Right from the high post, she fakes the shot to Fossbender, who's cutting around her. All the defenders went toward Fossbender, and she just turned and went right down the lane.
Johnston feeds it out. Pass over by Longvall. Now with the Williamson. Into Longvall now taken by Johnson. Up for the shot, no good.
It's an air ball. Get it in. Oh.
Kept in.
Oh.
Up and in goes Anna Longvall. Cho driving down. She's going to take it to the house, no good. Rebound Trendle, put back, no good. And we're going to have a jump ball as Cho got wrapped up with Canary.
Big rebound, another big rebound by Trendle. They couldn't convert in the offensive putback, but really starting to take effect on the board. She's dominating.
32 seconds left to go in the first quarter. A seesaw game we have going here, Wally.
Kind of the way we looked at it, right, at the beginning. Both teams coming in hot.
We'll try to get some boys updates from over in Medway as well throughout the broadcast. Cho feeds it over. That should be another great game going on in Medway. Up for the shot, Fossbender, yes. 4 buckets already for Fossbender. 8 points in total. Longvall feeds it in, driving down. Kick out to the short corner. Canary, double dribble.
She was late getting the ball to the open girl and into the basket. She had a double team on her, and she took too long, and the defense was able to rotate and scare her into a double dribble.
Yeah, a little hesitation by Bomfim. In the final seconds, no good by Cho. Rebound Copeland, and that'll do it. What an exciting first quarter of play. After one quarter, it's Hopkinton 13, Medway 14. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Girls Varsity Basketball on HCAM. And it's a back and forth game so far as we expected.
Really, both teams really being aggressive, really running up and down. The shot clock really has not been a factor at all.
Yeah, it certainly hasn't, and high intensity on both sides. And I think the key to this game is who's going to get tired first.
Right, and who can handle the pressure.
Taking a look at the point totals so far for Hopkinton, Brooke Doherty with 3, Kiki Fossbender with 8, Carly Hedstrom with 2 points. For Medway, Amy Johnston with 2, Katie Bomfim with 2, Callahan Catone with 3, Olivia Canary with 2, Anna Longvall with 5. And this is the first and only meeting between these two teams of the season. Medway out of the TVL Small, the Hillers out of the TVL Large. They play all their large opponents twice a season, all the small opponents just once. And in case you didn't...
No substitutions in that first quarter.
Oh, there was a few.
But we've got... Oh, we're there. Who have we got in here now?
They do them so quickly you don't even notice.
See it. I know Flanagan's in there now.
Yeah. It's almost like a hockey-style substitutions for these teams.
On the fly.
Johnston up top, Catone. Feeds it over to Longvall. Into Mia. Looking to kick it out. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Driving in. Longvall up for the shot. No good. Rebound by Trendle.
Yeah, who else?
Forced to be reckoned with under the boards. Cho draws a foul. She'll head to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Shannon Mia. That's her first, team first for Medway. Surprisingly, not a lot of fouls yet in this game on either side.
No, only a couple.
Cho hits the first.
That's 3 total, right?
Yep. Boys hockey and Medway tied up in the second period at 1 apiece. We'll keep you updated on that game throughout the course of the night. We do have the stream available as well on our YouTube page and over on HCAM TV if you're watching on cable. Johnston with it. Trying to feed it over, an errant pass there in the direction of Canary, Hiller's ball.
Not so much a pressure defense there, just everyone was covered well. She had nowhere to go with it when she picked up her dribble.
Cho collects. Gets it over to Hedstrom. Trendle trying to feed it over to Flanagan. It's taken away. Pass up to Mia. Hedstrom contests Canary, and the ball ends up out of bounds.
No call.
Yeah,
they don't know. Jump ball.
Right. I don't think they know who got the last touch.
They didn't. They both threw their hands up and looked at each other.
I think. Oh, they're going to give it to the Hillers.
Hopkins gets the possession arrow.
We do have a boys update. The Hiller boys leading Medway over in Medway, 19-12 after the first quarter. The boys have put together quite a winning streak as well.
That's a good lead.
Trendle feeds it up to Flanagan, and now Fossbender for three. No good. A little too much.
Trendle with another rebound, which turned it over, trying to get it back out to Fossbender.
Johnston trying to feed it to the corner. Out of bounds it goes off of Mia.
This frenetic pace kind of, lends itself to lots of turnovers.
Another update from the hockey game. Medway now up 2-1. Cho feeds it over to Hedstrom. Now Fossbender along the baseline. Up and in.
That's a great baseline drive. They really tried to seal her off, and she still got around the first girl. And it's nice position for a nice layup.
10 points for Fossbender. Mia kicks it out. It's Catone now over to the wing. Up and in goes Longvall with the three. We're knotted up at 17 apiece.
Oh,
underneath.
Great pass.
Oh, can't finish. Doherty.
Great pass from far out. One bounce pass through the lane for a backdoor cutter. Too bad they couldn't get the layup.
Mia with a miss. The ball ends up out of bounds. It'll go to the Hillers.
You do that 100 times, though, and you'll score a lot of baskets.
Certainly will. Here comes Cho. Over to Doherty. Cho now over to Hedstrom. Fossbender. Back to Hedstrom. She thought about the three. Underneath to Trendle. No. Doherty with the rebound. The putback. No.
Oh, I thought she was fouled.
Yeah, I think there was some contact there. They'll let him play out there, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Mia over to Catone. Catone drives in, and in she goes. It's her second bucket of the night, 5 points overall. Cho, back to Hedstrom. And it's knocked out of the grasp of Hedstrom, but Cho collects. Over to Hedstrom now, Trendle. Up with the hook, no good. Collected by Johnston. Surrounded by defenders.
There's the trap defense.
It has worked well. Over to the corner, up for three. Air ball. It was a Medway rebound, and it stays in Medway possession as they pass around the perimeter. Now Mia for three. No good. Up goes Johnson. That's no good. And then it's tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Medway.
Yeah, tipped out of bounds by Trendle.
Well, it's pretty good possession here by Medway. They're going to take a timeout.
Yeah, a lot of good offensive rebounds there. That's Hopkins' job to kind of box them out and not let that happen.
Well, that has been a rare instance in this game. Medway controlling the boards like that. A 19-17 Medway lead. 4:25 left to go in the second quarter. And we will take you through the TVL girls basketball standings. Quite competitive throughout the TVL. And in the TVL large, you got Westwood at 6-3, Ashland at 4-6, Medfield at 7-2, Norwood a perfect 11-0, Hopkinton 5-3, Holliston 2-8. Over in the TVL small, it's Medway at 10-2, Millis at 9-5, Dedham at 2-9, Dover Sherborne at 4-5, Norton at 5-7, Bellingham at 3-8. And
here they come out of the timeout. And like I said, I think Hopkins has to get back to basics just after that one possession and just kind of remember they got to box out on defense.
Shannon Mia on the entry. Feeds it over. It's knocked out of bounds off of Trendle.
Good hands on defense, just really, really being disruptive.
Mia on the entry.
He's going to get that in. That's going to be a 5-second if she doesn't get in.
That was close. Long ball over to Canary. Back to Mia. Mia out to Canary. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Driving in, Mia kicks it out. Long ball for three. No good. And it is going to be a battle for it. Who's going to get it? Jump ball.
That's going to be Medway's ball.
Iannelli and Canary got tied up. Handful of substitutions for the Mustangs. They make a line change.
Yeah, that's a definite a wholesale substitutions. I think 4 new players came in.
Yep. Copeland feeds it over.
Oh, and she fumbled it out of bounds.
And Bomfim couldn't quite get a grasp on it. Hiller ball. Cho. Over to Iannelli. Back to Fossbender. Doherty. And it's stripped out, picked up by Fossbender. Now over to Iannelli. Cho now. Cho driving in, 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Around the defenders, draws a foul. She's going to the line.
She's done that move a couple of times where she goes around, goes to scoop for the left-handed scoop layup, and she draws a foul. If she just finishes, she will be nice for 3-point plays.
She kind of made something out of nothing there.
Yeah, slow developing.
First to 2, no good. And Cho, she's taking a lot less 3-point chances this season and doing a whole lot more driving into the interior. Hits the second. And I think it's worked well for the Hillers.
Yeah, anytime you're more aggressive like that, it's better for your team.
We have a Medway travel. I think it was Victoria Bullard who couldn't quite get possession and took a step extra. Coach Iannone doesn't really like the call.
No, he's probably wondering how you get a travel when you don't actually have the ball.
Fossbender on the entry. Medway coach Iannone has done a tremendous job with this Medway program. Very competitive every season. Cho feeds it over to Trendle, up and in.
That's a great pass and a great cut. And a nice lefty finish for Trendle.
Here comes the Mustangs. Mia feeds it over. Williamson for 3, no good. Loose ball, and it's put up. That's no good. And now nearly stripped away from Trendle, but there's going to be some contact.
She's got a foul on her, yeah.
Hillers up by 1. That's going to be the second foul on Shannon Mija. Cho. Doherty. Fossbender. Now Iannelli. Back to Fossbender, up for 3. Got it!
Oh, that's a great shot.
Kiki Fossbender feeling it, 13 points in this first half. And
There's
now it's going
turnover.
to be taken away by Doherty. Fossbender driving in, up, no good there. Medway gets it back. Here comes Mia. Up for the shot, and Cho got a piece of it.
Yeah, she got a piece that came up short.
Johnson drew a foul on the secondary shot. She's heading to the line. Second foul on Brooke Doherty, team third for the Hillers. Both teams with 3 fouls apiece. Amy Johnson, the captain, senior, hits the first. On the second, got it. Cho takes it up. As they pass along the perimeter, Doherty. And it's stripped away by Mia.
Oh, and Doherty got a hand back in there. Again, really disruptive.
Up for the shot, no good. Rebound Medway, put up and in off the window goes Bomfim. Cho. Iannelli, Fossbender, into Trendle. Trendle around the defender, it's rejected.
Great block.
Amy Johnston says, get that out of here.
Yeah, Trendle, that nice move, nice turnaround, and she just swatted that right back in her face.
Mia. You don't see that happen too often at Trendle.
No, she's tall and she plays with the ball up nice and high.
And Johnston drew a foul as she went to pass. It's going to be a team 4th on the Hillers. 3rd on Doherty. She needs to be careful. Long ball on the entry. Johnston. Feeds it up top. Catone. Surrounded by defenders, in trouble. Jump ball called.
It'll be a Medway ball. So whenever the ball carrier comes across a pick for a teammate and Hopkinton's on defense, instead of calling a switch on the defense or staying with their men, Hopkinton likes to just trap the girl with the ball. They let the pickers go free, but they feel like they're confident with the double team that they're going to get a steal on the ball handler, and it's really worked for them.
Driving in, Catone stripped away, picked up by Longvall. Longvall, 3 seconds left on the shot clock, no good. Loose ball, and a play it goes. It'll go to the Hillers. Great defense on that Medway possession. Mia back into the game. She'll come in for Maddie Williamson. Cho takes it up. Hedstrom. Up to Trendle. Back to Cho. Fossbender for three. No good. And it's collected by Catone. Fed over to Mia. Mia driving in, feeds it
pass.
over. And
Great
it's
pass.
good. Katie Baumfim. Cho. Behind the back, feeds it up top. Hedstrom. Back to Cho. Three attempt, no good. And Trendle nearly had it, but Mia able to come up with it. Mia drives in, no good. And it's deflected out of bounds off a Hiller. I believe Cho got the last touch. On the entry, Longvall. 29 seconds left. Great feed to Johnson, no good. Johnson comes up with a loose ball as Trendle bobbled it, no good there. Hedstrom now.
Oh, she threw it away.
Rushed the pass there, and now Medway has it back. Longvall driving in, no good.
No, Trendle had possession there, so there was no foul.
Back and forth
she
we
had
go
position.
here. Up for three, no good, and a collision between Hedstrom and Longvall. And now Fossbender on a break. Off the glass and in. Plus the foul.
A lot of action in that play.
That was unbelievable.
Girls are falling down like bowling pins at one end, and Fossbender's got a breakaway layup at the other end.
A lot of collisions going on. They're really letting them play out
Yeah,
there.
it's getting really physical. But what's
I like
nice
it.
is I don't see anybody getting upset. The two girls that knocked themselves down over here actually helped each other up.
Fossbender on the end, one attempt. Count it. Kiki.
Foul was on Catone there. And there's the half.
That's it. After one half of play, it is a very much back and forth game. The Hillers leading Medway 26-25. What a fun first half that was. And I'm very much anticipating a very competitive second half as well. This has been a great back and forth game so far, Wally.
Yeah, I think Hopkinton really is playing the way they wanted to right from the outset. I think their game plan is going the way they had planned it. They're playing aggressively on defense, playing aggressively on offense, and they're really kind of finding their footing after the tough start to the season, and they're really starting to roll now. And this is really what they want to do, is make their defense turn into offense, and it's happening. And they're getting layups by looking up ahead, and their defense is stripping the ball away, and they're shooting well today too.
They certainly are, and we shall see what will happen in the second half. Very much anyone's game. Hopkinton leading Medway 26-25 at the halftime break. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Girls Varsity Basketball on HCAM.
Hello, everyone. Thank you to all who purchased a raffle ticket to support the class of 2023. If you purchased a ticket, please pull it out now. The winning ticket number is 146383. 146383. Come to the table in the front to redeem your award. Thank you to the raffle winner for donating the money back to the class.
Almost, Robbie.
And welcome back into the Hopkinton High School Athletics Center. We are just about ready for the second half. The Hillers leading Medway 26-25. Before we get to the scoring totals, a couple updates to give you. Medway hockey leading Hopkinton 3-1 in the third period, and then in the second quarter over at Medway High School, the Medway boys are trailing Hopkinton 23-20. So back and forth game between the boys as well. First half point totals in this game for Medway: Amy Johnston with 4, Katie Bomfim with 6 points, Callahan Catone with 5 points, Olivia Canary with 2, Anna Longval leading the way with 8 points. For the Hillers, Brooke Doherty with 3, Kiki Fossbender with 16 points, unreal. Lauren Cho with 3, Carly Hedstrom with 2, Lexi Trendle with 2.
Yeah, I think Fossbender has pretty much equaled her game average just in the first half tonight.
We'll see if she can get another 16 in the second half.
That'd be something.
I'd imagine they are going to keep feeding her the ball. It has worked well.
Yeah, feed the hot hand.
And if she starts feeling it from outside the perimeter, too, it could get dangerous for Medway.
Yeah, she's already got 1 3-pointer.
Hillers start off with possession, working right to left across your screen. On the entry, Doherty into Cho. Cho taking it in and rejected by Johnson. Will stay with the Hillers. Doherty on the entry. Out to head. Ooh, stolen away by Bomfim as she tried to get it over to Hedstrom. Mia feeds it over to Longval. Down to the short corner. Up, no good is Bomfim. Loose ball, battle for it. Trendle trying to get a grasp on it. We'll have a jump ball call.
That's going to stay Medway's ball.
And a Longval on the entry. Yeah, big collision there. It's taken by Trendle. Amy Johnson trying to sweep through the lane to grab it. But a nice job by Trendle. Cho, Hedstrom. Driving down, kicks it out. Fossbender down the lane, and we have a foul. It's going to be on Callahan Catone. It's her second.
Well, they're not going to get her with a shooting foul, huh? On the floor.
Yeah, I think it happened as she was driving down the lane. There was some contact. Oh, too long.
5 seconds.
Coach Greco's not going to be happy about that. Longval. Over to Mia. Miha down the lane, kicks it out. Driving in, up with the underhand, no good is Catone, but we have a foul. And that'll be the fourth on Doherty.
Geez.
She'll be coming out soon.
That's a tough one, getting 4 fouls this early in the game.
And the first of 2 is good. Catone is 2 for 3 from the line as Jesse Iannelli comes in for Brooke Doherty. Second of 2, no good. Rebound Johnson, puts it up, blocked by Trendle. It's going to go Hiller's way. Getting the last touch, I believe, was Johnson along the baseline. What a great block by Trendle.
A little way through the second quarter, Medway figured out that Trendle was really killing them on the boards, and they've done a job to really keep her off the glass.
Fossbender gets it over to Trendle. Now Cho driving down, up with the left hand, no good. Rebound Johnston. Feeds it over, Longval.
It's a nice drive. She's doing a really good job getting to the basket.
Out to Johnston. And a miscommunication, loose ball.
Pick it up.
Iannelli has it, and now she's going to get wrapped up. Jump ball call. Softball falls to the ground.
Is that a suplex or just a regular body slam?
Looked like yeah. Trying to body slam the ball out of her grasp.
But the jump ball goes to the Hillers.
I love the fight in both these teams. It's really fun to watch. Fossbender kicks it out. Hedstrom for three. No good.
Just missed.
Mia collects. Over to Johnson as Mia falls to the court. I think I've never seen so many players take falls. Driving down, up for the shot. Yes.
Nice layup.
Callahan, Catone. Here comes Iannelli. Trendle.
The travel.
Yeah. Little misstep there. 2-point Medway lead a couple minutes into this third quarter. Mia down the lane, kicks it out. Baumfim thought about it. She'll get it up to Johnston. Johnston feeds it over. Catone. Mia driving in. Rejected.
Big
Fossbender does not agree. I don't either. That looked like a clean block.
That was a great block. She's pleading her case, but she's getting nowhere.
First of two for Shannon Mia. No good.
Oh, so you know what the gods would say right now. The ball don't lie.
All right. It's always heartbreaking when you have a great block like that.
Yeah.
And they call it a foul. Second shot's good. Cho. Over to Iannelli. Feeds it over to Hedstrom. Hedstrom takes it up. Cho. Fossbender.
There's a foul.
And they're going to get Catone once again. That's going to be her third. She'll have to watch herself for the remainder of this game. Trendle into Iannelli. Driving in, up. No good, but we have a foul.
Oh, he's calling it out on the floor. That's another. That should be a shooting foul.
That should definitely be a shooting foul.
She gathering the ball, taking it in.
They're going to get Mia. That's her third.
I like the aggressiveness on Iannelli, trying to take that in. She was looking to swing
Cho.
it around. Nice play by Cho. She was looking to swing it around, got a little bit of an opening and took it.
Mia trying to feed it out. It's intercepted by Iannelli. And what do we have here? Travel? Is that a travel?
They must have called it a travel.
That's right. That's what I believe. I didn't see too much of a sign. Yeah, it was certainly.
Didn't look like much.
It was a moving violation, I guess. I didn't see travel, but okay. Mia. And now feeding it over Baumfim. There goes Catone. Nice feed to Johnston.
Great pass.
Johnston with 6 points for Medway.
Medway had two girls underneath open going baseline, and all she did was throw it under there. One of them was going to pick it up.
Trendle out to Hedstrom. Driving in. Ooh, rejected. I think Baumfim got a piece of it. Here comes Mia.
Oh, great block.
Trendle with a response.
She's kept it in bounds off of her.
Cho to Hedstrom. Off the window, no good. And Hedstrom trying to steal it back. Mia able to catch on just in time.
Well, that's what we like to see, and that's where they've been making all their money, is looking up and getting girls out in front for layups.
Mia over to Catone. Now trying to get it to Johnson, tipped out by Fossbender. Couple substitutions for Medway. Ellie Copeland and Olivia Canary into the game. Johnson over to Catone. Catone over to Longval. Longval over to Johnson, up with the hook. No good. Grabs her own rebound.
Oh, quick whistle on the jump ball.
Yeah,
that's going to save the Hillers, but it wasn't tied up for very long.
We'll stay with Medway.
Johnson already had that ball out, was going right up with it.
And we get a timeout. 3:54 left to go. A 31-28 Medway lead. This game's had a little bit of everything.
Yeah, a lot of action both ways. Tough defense, wide open offense. Yeah, a little bit of everything.
And we're going to try to get you another boys update, and we have one. Hillers leading Medway after 3 quarters, 41-33 over in Medway. So the boys looking to continue their winning streak.
They're extending that small lead they had.
And some other TVL updates. Norton leading Norwood after the first half, 23-23. And in girls basketball, Norwood stays undefeated with a 70-39 win over Norton.
Oof.
They're 12-0 on the season.
Big win there.
Certainly is. And another final, Westwood girls defeated Bellingham 70-33. And another girls score for you. Medfield leading Millis at the half, 25-14. And congratulations, Dedham boys head coach Chris Frioli, who coached his 100th game last night. Johnston feeds it in to Longval. Up top to Johnston. Kicks it out to the corner, up for 3, count it. Callahan Catone. Cho feeds it up.
That's 10 points for her.
Flanagan back to Cho, and it's an errant pass, a little too far in front of Cho. Medway with their biggest lead of the night, up by 6.
Hopkinton getting a little bit of their own medicine there. The tight defense causing them into a turnover.
Catone feeds it over. Longval, no good. Puts it back up, no good. And Johnson collects it. Now it's stripped out by Cho, and then Cho gets wrapped up with Johnson for the jump ball call. Possession arrow in favor of the Hillers.
Medway's really doing an excellent job in this half keeping Trendle off the boards. She was really killing them in the first half, and they're doing a great job keeping her away from the glass.
Yeah, that has certainly made a difference. Cho, stripped out.
Jump ball.
Yep.
Medway ball. The possession arrow operator's getting a workout today.
Copeland on the entry. Into Johnston. Drives down, feeds it out to Longval. And it's tipped by Treadle, but Longval able to regather. Trying to feed it to the corner, getting a hand on it was Canary. It'll go Hiller's way.
Okay, Medway playing defense on their own shot, on their own passes there. Tipped it out.
Yeah, I don't think Canary knew that was supposed to go to the corner.
Right. She was wide open in the corner, too, waiting for it.
Flanagan for 2. No good.
Good ball movement.
Rebound Johnston. Feeds it over to Catone.
Oh,
great pass.
Fantastic.
Can't finish.
Yeah, great cut, great pass. No finish, though.
Longval with the missed shot.
There's a foul.
Yeah, and some contact there between Longval and Fossbender. It's going to be the first for Anna Longval.
Medway back into a softer half-court defense here, waiting.
Cho. Flanagan. Over to Trendle, up for 3, no good. Rebound Catone. Spins around the defender and is able to squirt it out to Johnston.
Not without Hillers getting a hand on it, though.
Back to Catone, feeds it in. Driving down, up for the shot, no good is Canary. Battle for it, Johnson gets it back, puts it up, and we have a foul. Well, she missed the shot, but going to the line for 2. That's going to be the first foul on Hedstrom. First of 2, got it. She's 3 for 3 from the line. 7 points overall for Amy Johnston.
And Medway's taking a 7-point lead here.
No good there. Rebound Catone. Around the defender, up with a hook shot. No good. Batted in the air. And now.
Another jump ball.
Yep.
This will go Hiller's way.
Hedstrom will have the entry. We're going to get a timeout. 1:41 left to go. Hillers trailing by 7 here in the third quarter.
This is starting to go the way of who's dominating the rebounds. The scores, Hillers went in the first half really dominating the glass, and that was when the game was going well for them. Now I feel like the momentum on the boards has switched to Medway, and now they're up by 7.
Yeah,
hopefully the Hillers can come back out and kind of get back into the efforts to really go after the rebounds.
Yeah, we'll have to see if the Hillers can get momentum back on their side. Kiki Fossbender scored 16 points in the first half. They have kept her completely quiet in the second half.
Yeah, nothing yet. And we're only minute and 40 left in the third quarter.
Well, I think the key for the Hillers is going to be, can Fossbender heat back up? .141 left to go in this third quarter.
14 fouls for Medway, 3 for Hillers right now. Let's see if the bonus comes into play here down the stretch.
Hedstrom with the entry to Cho. Flanagan back to Cho. Over to Hedstrom. To Cho. Drives down out to Fossbender. And now it's stripped away by Johnston.
Oh, it's a double dribble.
Yep.
That was really good defense that time. Real good half-court defense by Medway. Hillers couldn't really do much of anything.
Flanagan on the entry to Cho. Feeds it over to Hedstrom. Now Fossbender back up to Hedstrom. Cho. Over to Fossbender along the corner. Back out to Cho. Takes the three. Got it!
Got it. There's a big one. That's a big bucket.
Less than a minute left to go in the third quarter. It's a 4-point game. Johnston. Kicks it out. Mia for three. No good. Air ball. It went off of Hedstrom.
It's one of those shots where it doesn't hit anything. It takes the players on the court by surprise. Hits her right in the hands and goes out of bounds. Not that it's her fault. You're anticipating it to hit iron, and there's no time to react when it doesn't hit.
Yeah, she didn't even see it coming. Copeland on the entry. Gets it into Mia. Mia working against Flanagan. Drives in and draws the foul. She's heading to the line. It's going to be the first foul on Bethel Flanagan. Team fourth. Both teams with 4 fouls apiece. Shannon Mia, no good. Mia is a junior for the Mustangs. Has had a nice career at Medway. Second free throw, count it. She'll likely be a nominee for captain of the Mustangs next year. Cho feeds it over to Flanagan, and a little bobble by Flanagan. Coach Greco was looking for a contact call. And he's not too happy about the situation. It is going to stay with the Hillers.
Yeah, he was looking for a foul call.
Cho. Back to Flanagan.
Ooh, she's lucky got away with an extra step there, maybe.
Cho. Fossbender. Flanagan, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Out to Cho. Thought about the three. Drives in. Called for the travel. I know that was a bit of a stutter, but what do you think?
I thought it was a nice ball fake to get her defender in the air, but it's always so close when you do a quick ball fake like that between getting the ball down and getting your foot moving.
Johnston.
5 seconds left in the quarter.
No good from three-point land is Canary, and we have a foul on the rebound attempt. It'll be against Medway.
It's going to be on Meja.
Ooh, that's her fourth. And she's coming out. Katie Bomfim back into the game. 3 seconds left.
She seems to be limping a little, too.
Driving up, Cho for three, no good.
No good.
Well, another back and forth quarter, as expected, between the Medway Mustangs and the Hopkinton Hillers. After 3 quarters of play, it's Medway leading 36-31. Medway outscored Hopkinton 11-5 in that third quarter, and after a pretty offensive first half, the defense was the big factor in that third quarter.
Both teams were really trying to clamp down, especially Medway. Medway did a great job in their half-court defense in that quarter, whereas in the first half, the name of the game was full-court defense by both teams. That quarter, the Medway played really good in the half-court defense, really keeping the Hillers away from anything.
Yeah, they totally shut down Kiki Fossbender in that third quarter. After she had 16 points in the first half, she comes up scoreless in the third quarter. And we have a boys update. Hillers leading Medway 50-40 with just over 2 minutes left to play over at Medway High School. So we'll certainly keep you updated if we get a final score from that game. But some good back and forth action between the Hillers and Mustangs boys as well.
Yeah, the Hillers really got to come out in this quarter aggressive, especially on defense. That's really what's made them in this game. They got to keep it up.
And we have a hockey final. Medway has defeated Hopkinton 3-1.
Ooh, that's a tough one. Didn't Hopkinton start out 1-0?
They did, yep. Then things just didn't go their way. On their entry, Bomfim. Johnston feeds it over Longval.
The Hillers here have switched from man-to-man, which they've played all game, into a 1-3-1 zone.
Knocking down the three, Copeland.
Not the way the Hillers wanted it to start.
Cho. Fossbender, Hedstrom. Back out to Cho, now Hedstrom. Driving in, kicks it out to Cho. Cho, down the lane, no good. Put back, count it.
Rebound.
What a rebound by Cho there.
Kind of an awkward two-handed layup, but she stuck right with it and pulled it down and put it right back up and in.
Johnston and Longval. Around the perimeter they go. And now
some good defense in the corner. Now they're trapping defense. And they get a turnover here on the jump ball. They trapped the other girl in the corner. Then they got Johnson right outside the corner. And that's what we really need to see the rest of the way.
Cho takes it up. Feeds it over to Hedstrom. Back out to Cho. Hedstrom now. Doherty fires it underneath to Trendle. Trendle working against the defender, and
she's having trouble there. All by herself, getting double-teamed.
Bomfim got a hand in there, driving in, and Catone draws the foul.
I disagree. I think she traveled before she even got the foul. She caught the ball and took 2 steps before she could get it out of her hands and on the ground.
It's the first foul on Cho. Team fifth, both teams with 5 fouls apiece. On the first of 2 for Catone, she hits. She is 3 for 5 at the line. No good on the second. Collected by Fossbender. Over to Cho. And stripped away out of bounds off of Catone. Or no, it's going to be...
Yeah, she just dribbled it out of her hands. Took her eye off it, and the ball just went the other way.
My eyes deceived me. Johnston over to Longval. Now around the perimeter they go. Johnston Dribbled off her foot. Fossbender picks it up to Doherty. Called for a travel.
That's a tough
I don't know
call
about
right
that.
there. That's a tough one.
Ellie Copeland will pass it in. Coach Greco does not look happy.
I wouldn't either if I was Coach Greco.
Wide open 3 attempt. No good. Air ball. And battle for it. It's collected by Medway as Catone gets a grasp on it. Catone fires it out to Johnson, and now
Oh, great hands.
Trendle comes up with the loose
Nice
ball.
steal.
Here comes Cho. Over to Fossbender. Up for 3. No good. And it's collected by Copeland. Surrounded by defenders. Tries to get it out. Stolen away by Doherty. Up with the reverse. No good. And now
Jump ball.
getting tied up. Trendle along with Bombfim.
That's going to be a Medway ball, but that's more of what we want to see with the Hillers being aggressive on offense and defense.
The Hillers were thinking they had the ball. Longville. Copeland. Johnston. Back to Longville.
They're going to have a gig to get that over half court. They're lucky.
There goes Copeland. Feeds it out. Up top, Johnston for 3. Knocks it down.
Big bucket.
Boy. 10-point lead for Medway. Cho. Doherty. Takes it in. Fires it into Trendle up and no good. Grabs her own rebound. Now gets tied up with Johnson.
Jump
ball will go
So
Hillers'
that'll go
way.
Hillers' way that time. Well, it's good to see Trendle back on the glass. She's got a couple of hands on a few rebounds in the last 30 seconds.
Trendle on the entry. And it's stripped away and taken away by Bombfim. And now it's stolen back by Trendle on the attempted pass. Fossbender drives in. Doherty for 3. Got it! Her second 3 bucket of the game. She has 6 points.
Great shot. Way to kick it out. See the open shooter who looks like she's in rhythm to put it up, and that's just what you want to see.
It's a 7-point game. Medway leading 43-36. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Hiller girls. Next Tuesday, they will host Medfield, a 5 p.m. start to that game, which we will, of course, have for you on HCAM. And it's a 5 p.m. start because the boys' game against Medfield is right after. We have a varsity doubleheader on Tuesday night. Hiller girls versus Medfield at 5 p.m. And then the Hiller boys against Medfield at 6:30. And prior to all of that, you can catch the Hiller JV girls taking on Medfield as well. That game will start at 3:30. And next Friday night, the Hiller girls, they will head to Norwood for a matchup with the undefeated Norwood Mustangs. A pretty tough schedule coming up for the Hiller girls. But they are on a 4-game winning streak, looking to continue that winning streak here tonight. But right now face a 7-point deficit.
Well, I like what I saw in the last minute and a half out of the Hillers. Much better than what we saw in the third quarter. Being much more aggressive on their full court defense and aggressive on offense.
Ellie Copeland on the entry. Full court pressure by the Hillers. Johnston up to Longval. Over to Catone. Catone. Over to Johnson, up for the shot. No good. I think it was Hedstrom getting a piece of it, and she has the ball.
And the rebound.
Doherty back to Hedstrom. Fossbender. Cho. Trendle for 3. Yes!
Nice shot. That's great ball movement. Way to swing the ball around and get to the open girl in the corner.
A 4-point game. Over to Copeland. And now here comes Medway. Longval feeds it over to Catone. And now up top to Johnston and a misfire.
That's going to be Hiller ball. That didn't hit anyone.
Yeah, that was just a miscommunication between Copeland and Johnston. I think Copeland wasn't in the correct spot that Johnston was hoping for.
Well, that's what Johnston would tell you, that she wasn't in the right spot. Copeland might have a different story.
Right. Her story might be, I don't know why she passed to the corner there. Yeah. Fossbender on the entry to Cho. Full court pressure by Medway. Hedstrom Fossbender, Doherty now. Pump fakes, gets it back to Fossbender, up for three. Got it! The Hillers starting to feel it from three-point land.
And you can't keep Fossbender down for long, apparently.
Long ball to Mia, driving in.
Nice block.
It's blocked, and it's collected by Medway underneath as Bomfim has it. Along the baseline, working against
Nice
Fossbender.
defense on the baseline there. Really sealed it off, wouldn't let her get in.
Johnston, over to Mia. Driving in, up, no good, off the side of the hoop. Cho has it. Cho. Working down the lane and rejected by Johnston. Loose ball.
Oh, she got her, yeah, nice.
And now for three, no good.
She was out of bounds, got herself inbounds where she could reestablish herself and then get possession of the ball.
Bomfim on a break, off the window and good. Certainly what Medway needed there. It's back to a three-point game, 3:27 left to go. Strap in, folks. It's going to be a crazy finish.
Yeah, Medway really needed something there to staunch the bleeding. But like I said, the Hillers are really turning it around. There was a nice run there.
Doherty, Fossbender, and Trendle all have threes in this fourth quarter. And Cho has a two-bucket. A whole lot more offense in this quarter for the Hillers than in that third quarter. Already 11 points.
It sure was. I know the Hillers don't rely much on their three-pointers, but those, when you hit them, they help you come back quick. And they hit, what was it? You said three of them?
Yep.
That's
three threes.
So that'll help.
A trifecta. And we want to take a moment to thank our crew, Andy Ritz and Mike Tarosian. Only two on crew today, but it's the A-team. Besides Mike, no. But they are doing a great job as usual. The A-team light, says Mike Tarosian in my headset. And we're glad to have this game before we get about 3 feet of snow tomorrow.
Only three? I thought it was 8.
It's somewhere between 6 inches and 4 feet, last I heard. Hedstrom will have the entry.
Medway out in a full court press.
Cho. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Tipped out, and it's collected by Hedstrom.
Oh, that's not an ill-advised pass right there.
Errant pass. Here comes Longval. Feeds it over. Up Mia. No good.
Fossbender had it. Now it's on the floor.
And we'll have a jump ball call as Longval got wrapped up with Fossbender.
It's going to be Medway ball. Another quick whistle on the jump ball. I'm not sure anyone had it.
Yeah, it looked to be loose at the moment. Along the baseline. No good.
Nice block by Cho.
And Bomfim drew contact. It's going to be the second foul on Cho. First to two, no good.
Next foul by the Hillers put him over the limit.
Yep, Hillers with 6, Medway with 5 fouls. Second of 2 for Bomfim. Got it. Hedstrom will have the entry. Into Cho. Less than 3 minutes left to go in regulation. Doherty trying to get it back to Cho and is able to do so after it went off a defender's hand. Trendle driving down. And we have a foul.
It's Johnston's first.
Yep. Team
away
sixth.
from the ball.
So both teams at the limit.
Away from the ball. That's why no one saw it.
Doherty on the entry to Cho. No good.
Great inbounds play. Too bad they couldn't get it. They really needed that there.
And the jump ball will go in favor of the Hillers.
Let's see if they can get that to happen this time.
Doherty on the entry.
She's got to get it in.
Yep, Hedstrom blocked. Loose ball, and Hedstrom can't regather. Medway has it. It was collected by Canary. Johnston feeds it up. Mia for the three, no good. Loose ball.
It's going to be off, Cho.
Yep. Katona on the entry.
Hiller's not guarding the inbounding player, but they are in a man-to-man. Oh, nice block by Trendle.
Here comes Fossbender. Now it's stripped away, and it's collected by Hedstrom. Trendle now feeds it out to Fossbender. Driving in, out to Cho for three. No good, air ball. It'll go Medway's way.
Now here's the Hillers that set up in the full court defense. I hope they press and try to trap the ball. But they're letting Medway get the ball up.
Mia feeds it over, driving down up, and no good on the shot. Johnston able to collect off the missed Catone shot and draws contact.
That foul was hard to hide, unfortunately. That's going to be on Hedstrom.
That's her second. A 1-and-1 for Johnston. Medway is in the bonus. And she hits the front end. 5-point Medway lead.
2 minutes to go.
She makes it 6. She's having a nice night from the line. 5 for 6. Cho up to Doherty. Now Trendle.
Medway's back in their man-to-man defense.
Doherty knocks it down.
Another one. That's her third.
Her second of the fourth quarter, third in the game. And it's back to a 3-point game with 1:47 left to go.
I know her grandparents, loyal HCAM viewers, are excited to see that.
Absolutely. And if the Hillers can heat up from beyond the perimeter once again, they could very quickly get back into this game.
A couple of turnovers, and they won't even have to foul.
Just a reminder, next week we have all kinds of Hiller sports for you. On Tuesday, we have JV girls basketball at 3:30 against Medfield. Then we have a girls-boys varsity doubleheader against Medfield. Girls at 5 p.m., boys at 6:30. And then Wednesday, we're going to head down to Pirelli Veterans Arena to catch Hiller hockey at Medfield, an 8 p.m. face-off in that game. And then on Thursday, February 3rd, we'll have Hiller Alpine Ski at 6:30. And then back here Friday for Hiller boys basketball as they welcome in Norwood.
So, Tom, it's going to be Medway ball here. But I don't think the Hillers need to start fouling yet. I think with the way their defense is playing, especially in the full court, if they can keep trapping the ball, I don't think they need to foul. I think they can rely on some turnovers here, at least in the – we've got a minute 47 to go. I'd say for at least the next 2 possessions, they don't have to foul.
Shannon Mia on the entry. Johnston, full court pressure by the Hillers. Yeah, way too early for a foul right now. Johnston feeds it over along the baseline, up and in goes Bomfim. A big bucket there for the Mustangs. Cho.
It sure is. That opens it up greater than 3 points. You don't want to have a lead bigger than 3 points if you can help it.
Fossbender back to Doherty. Hillers are likely looking for a 3 here. Fossbender back to Doherty, driving in. Feeds it over, up, and
Great
in
play.
goes
Great
Trendle.
Great pass. They really don't need the three-pointer if you can get the twos. But eventually.
I'm glad they didn't listen to me.
Yeah.
Mia. Back to Johnston, driving down. Around the defender, up with a hook.
That's a walk. That's a big walk.
Cho feeds it up. Doherty. And knocked out a play off a long bell.
I'm still upset about that walk down the other end that didn't get called.
Yeah, that should have been a travel. 5-point Medway lead, 46 seconds left. Hillers need a quick bucket. Cho. Trendle sets the pick. Cho drives in,
Ooh,
and it's
turnover.
taken
That's
away.
tough.
Now you probably
Now
want to think
they got
about
to start
foul.
thinking about fouling.
And they're trying to. Bomfim's running away from the defenders. Mia.
Here we
and
go.
there it is.
It's too bad with a 2-possession game the way it is that they're forced into it.
Well, Shannon Mia at the line. She is 2 for 4 from the strike. And on the front end of the 1-and-1, no good.
That's
Trendle
just
collects.
what you look for when you're fouling.
Absolutely. Trendle takes it up, feeds it over. Fossbender now.
Tried to go baseline, she got sealed
boy.
off.
Errant pass, and that's going to go all the way up court out of bounds.
Medway sealed off the baseline really effectively there. She tried to kick it out too quickly and didn't get her teammate there and just threw it the length of the court.
Long ball on the entry. Gets it into Johnston. Are the Hillers going to even foul here?
It does,
And we're going to have Medway timeout. I don't think the Hillers are going to foul.
yeah, it didn't look like they were going to.
Surprising timeout.
Yeah, it is surprising.
10.1 seconds left to go.
I think I still would have fouled.
Yeah, I would have.
It's only a 5-point game.
You don't have much to lose.
No.
It looks like the Mustangs are going to improve to 11-2, but there's still 10 seconds, so game's not over till it's over. But this was a well-fought game between these two teams.
It really was back and forth. And I'd like to see them actually trap the ball right here and see what they can get to have happen.
I'd like to make a request to anybody out there with authority who's listening. Can we please get a Medway Hopkinton doubleheader once again, girls boys doubleheader, twice a season? That would be great. One in Medway, one in Hopkinton.
Yeah, this was a great game. Teams are very well matched.
They have had a lot of great games in the history of this rivalry. Bomfim on the entry. Feeds it in. Johnston along the baseline.
They're trying not to foul.
Yeah, they're not going to foul. And Medway is going to be able to dribble out the clock and come away with the 52-47 win. An impressive win by the Mustangs. And both teams put up 16 points in that fourth quarter. But it was certainly a fun game to watch, a fun game to call, and a great battle between two very good teams, Wally.
Yeah, it was. And really the third quarter was the difference in the game. And I feel like both teams played defense very well, very aggressively. The offense was very good. It really came down to the rebounding, I think, in the end. And that was when I noticed in the third quarter was when the Hillers had trouble on the boards. And that's when the game swung.
Well, the Hillers will lick their wounds and head into Tuesday's game against Medfield, looking to get back on the winning track. For our crew, Mike Terosian and Andy Ritz, my broadcast partner, Wally Henneberry, I'm Tom Nappy. Enjoy the rest of your night. Stay safe in that big storm coming, and we'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.